So last week we had a special guest of Will playing their character Kindred. Um, as the group was getting ready to leave the. Helps if I look at the city, doesn't it? As they were getting ready to leave the Gilded Vial, after talking with Madame Luthara, uh, Kindred walked in carrying a basket, which provoked Madame Luthara to encourage Kindred to go and participate in your guys' exploration. With that, they joined the group to go explore the apprentice's house. When you guys got there, it was dark, dusty, looked like it had been abandoned for several months, which, has been the case. Uh, After slipping inside, Kindred walked in loudly, and you heard something skitter away before you heard the sound of what almost sounded like their skittering echo off of something. Checking the rooms, they looked normal with the exception of one room in the back, which had a huge hole in the middle of it. As you descended the hole, you found yourselves in the sewers of the city. From there, quickly you encountered some rats, a swarm of rats hiding amongst crates and barrels. Um, and after taking care of those, you found that the waters were infested with man-like crocodiles, as well as a bat that had some like human anatomy as well, of being feet and like face, kind of. Really awkward
Whoa.
situation. Um, After Zal almost got pulled under to his death, the group was able to recover. At which point, Kindred took off upstairs to go tell the guards about what was happening.
Nelson got to go boss on somebody, literally just lifting them up.
Yep. As you guys continue to explore further in, you turned a corner and found that there were rat humanoids, and as they attacked, you fought back quickly, entering into an interesting skirmish, going around corners, jumping into little nooks and crannies to where you could try to slip in where you could. Um, and finally, with the death of a few of these rat people, you were able to catch a quick breath, as that is where we kind of left off. Anything anyone would like to add?
Can somebody explain the meme that was posted about Cassian and Vigil as opposed to Nelson and Zhao?
Which meme? Let me scroll.
Half the
On the
party
Baron
having
chat.
the time of their life, flanking and pranking. The other half double teaming,
Yeah.
leading and retreating.
Bro, because, okay, if you look at this map, bro, if you look at this map, like, up here in this, like, corner over here, I'm trying to fucking bub. In this fun corner, fighting for our fucking lives, bro. And then they go the other two down here, on the, like, on almost basically on this side, before they came over and started fighting for their lives, having a great time. Flanking, doing double team attacks. We're literally fucking fighting for our lives. Like, down, they're just over here, just being little buddies. They're We're fighting like 6 people up here.
Virgil was pulling down pants.
It consisted of Nelson getting there and into position to fight, only to, instead of fighting, having to drag Zhao out of there so Zhao doesn't die.
Yeah, it was basically me dying, and Nelson having to come save me, and then them being like, "Let's pull down people's pants."
Oh, such dirty jokes.
The Zhao basically softened everything up for them to go in and get the killing blow on everything, and
Yeah, I'm dying.
Yes. Pretty much.
and,
Hey,
it,
Ken.
and then I got to use a smoke screen from a reactive spell twice to
Ooh.
cover our retreat because they used the alchemist's fire, and I have eat fire.
All right. So with that, as you guys are finishing up, you hear footsteps approaching behind you. Zhao, as you turn to defend yourself against these new people, you find Droki and Echo coming up across the plank.
Hey, what did we miss?
You know, just killing things and saving people.
Honestly, this feels like a place we're not supposed to be. Talk about home renovation. What did we find out?
Yeah, what is this place? We followed you in down through the hole, and here we are in the sewers, and it's like some kind of weird humanoid monster mix or beast mix.
Call them Teenage Mutant Ninja
They're
Turtles.
weird creatures. I got samples.
Ah, were creatures.
Why'd you say it like that, Jokey?
As Nelson pulls out like a werebat eye and shows it off.
Okay, what the fuck are we doing down here? Let's make some theories, guys. Everyone go around, but be very cautious. What do we think's happening?
Seems to me like we're getting beat up here.
Yeah, Jokey, stand very close to me as I bleed out
What?
on you a little bit.
Oh, do we need healing? I'm here to heal.
Dude, I took like 3
Oh,
health
yeah.
potions.
By the way, where's the guard you went to go get?
That was Kindred.
No,
the guy
Jokey
with
went
the basket?
to what's her name at the temple?
Never mind.
Oh, shoot, what is her name? Yeah, something. I got it. here.
Yasmina?
No, not Yasmina.
That sounds like a good thing.
Yasela. Sister Yasela.
Stella.
Yeah, she didn't have much to add to the missing people.
I mean,
Oh,
that's very much a market thing. Are you a Yella or are you Sella?
So we tracked. We were looking for a missing person, and we tracked them down to this area, or had info that they were in this area. That's why we're here.
So basically, we wanted to check out the apprentice guy's house to see if like there were any like or whatever, and we went his house, and there's just fucking hole in there, and
Jeez.
Madam told us he was a weirdo, so this was some pretty weird ass shit. So we went down in this hole, and saw that he was a very big home renovator to this big ass thing, and this immediately got jumped by these creatures, these were creatures. But my question, everyone put our thinking caps on, is what do we know about were creatures?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't this apprentice Hellbraith? Is that his name? Hellbraith? Wasn't he all about mutagens? And would mutagens do this to people?
Was that his thing? Was that why he was a weirdo?
So I did.
Yeah, he was the apprentice that was kind of like overqualified.
Yeah.
I did tell you their bites can transfer their curse. So we need to be checked out when we're done here.
You know how many times I've been bitten?
Especially you.
Can I check that out?
So Hellbreath is a weirdo who likes mutations. Do we think he's mutating the animals
I
in
have
this creepy basement?
no idea.
I have a
So
question.
DM, would I be able to tell with the roll I did last week, or would I need to re-roll
For what?
for knowing if his mutagen would be making the were creatures?
Which roll was that one?
My recall knowledge that I did for were creatures last week.
Let's see here. Trying to find the recall knowledge roll. It might just be faster to have your roll. Because I am not finding... Oh, yeah, it kind of aged out on me.
Well, it hath been rolled.
Alright. Let me jump back down to the bottom. Alright.
As it goes.
To your knowledge, it would be possible for somebody to come up with something that would give them animalistic characters, but not. You're not familiar with it being to this extreme.
I will share that knowledge. If you know the name of the creature you would like to see, press 1.
Um, when
Troky's gonna heal while we're doing this. He's gonna
Yeah.
patch up some wounds.
I'm actually dying. When something turns into a liking, it becomes bipedal.
Well, something that I was able to get last session that I shared with you is they have 3 forms. They have the biped form, they have the human form, and then they have the full animal form. And the biped form's got like a mix between the two.
So they have to be human before they can be rat.
So far as Nelson knows.
I was like definitely dying during that last session. Do we think that the fucking guy is behind the missing people and he's stealing them to make, because with all the things we've killed, they've stayed in their hybrid forms, right? Oh, thank you so much.
That you've seen, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know of any way they could be this transformed from just alchemy.
Yeah, but he's a weird. And there's no like girl looking ones that we've seen.
You haven't seen anything that makes them visibly one gender or the other.
You're welcome to go look.
I'm just, how many have been down here that we've seen right now?
You've seen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 hybrids. And there's, are you missing people?
50?
13.
Or
50?
No, not 50, sorry. Roughly 30.
Okay. Were those crocodiles also hybrids, or were they just crocodiles?
Hybrid.
Okay. Here's my theory, guys. And stay with me. This dude finds some type of way to make a potion First off, he totally has built this place under his house, like a wild person. He makes a potion that because he wants to create mutants, but he doesn't know how to, so he becomes apprentice at the herbalist shop. Herbalism has something to do with chemistry that he doesn't know. Whatever he learns that he creates a potion to make mutants. He starts hidden like the rat mutants. The rats in the sewer are not big enough, so he literally switches. He kidnaps all these people, brings them down here to his arsenal, whatever the fuck, turns them into these hybrid things. But then they go crazy because he doesn't know how to turn them back. They know how to shift back and forth, and then they kill him. Thus, them that becoming sewer creatures and living under this man's house.
I'm pretty sure this is city sewers. I don't think he built it.
Either way,
So I want to look at the hole again that's in his
you
floor.
want to go back upstairs?
Hero pointed.
I do for the moment. Because you bring an interesting point. Was the hole made from down here up or up there down?
Oh, like you think something came up through his house and is making its way out? Thank you so much, Jokey. I'm feeling so much better.
Possibly.
Anytime.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you get a good look at all this place down here?
no, this place is huge. Place is huge. There also was there not a ladder going in for like this hole?
Yeah, so the hole had a ladder going down to what you guys came to as your guys' entrance.
Where's that at? Will you ping that for me?
Nelson's already headed in that direction.
It's like fucking so far back.
Here, I can do some GM magic and get you guys there.
Okay.
Don't worry, Jokey. Hold on. Give me 2 magical seconds.
Oh. No.
I was just trying to since Droki already walked in, I was assuming he knew it.
I know, but I don't need you going through walls.
I just no clipped.
Oh yeah, Sean taught us a trick when you were away about how to do the pathing.
What the
So that we can go through walls.
I do that and then I just send. And then I'm just sending your characters through the walls for some reason. There we go.
Through the shadow
They don't
realm.
end up in the back rooms.
Where's the back of the back rooms that you can get?
So I'm watching all of everybody's tokens moving like that, and all I can think of is the Benny Hill theme.
Bro, my game's paused. I see no tokens. Oh, I see the one. Never mind.
Oh, apparently I can only have one token moving like that at a time. That's what's going on. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna inspect the hole here and figure out if it was made from the top down or from the bottom up.
Yep, go ahead and roll a perception. Blind.
Yeah, Droki's there too. He's going to do the same thing.
Okay. Alright, looking.
Droki's probably got the dwarf architecture feat and everything.
Oh, forgot about that. But that's probably just dwarven stuff. Yeah, dwarven subculture.
Oh yeah.
As you are looking at the hole as it was dug, you guys come to see identifiers that make it look like whoever dug this dug it down instead of up. So they started from the top, going downwards. So they
So
put
Started
their
from the
own
top.
access.
Now we're here.
Zhao, you might have the start of something. It's definitely dug from the top down.
Also, where's all his house was like empty, right, Sean?
It had some furnishings and whatnot that were just old at this point, or out of maintenance. So
But like at like personal stuff wise, sorry.
yeah, no books, no um, pictures. Yeah, nothing personal.
Because
So
what's wrong with
Nelson's gonna pull his writing set out and start taking notes about this. Make a little sketch while Zhao's doing his thing.
So-
I go to Echo. Oh no, go
Go
Jordan.
ahead.
Go.
No, I joked just gonna say, so if he dug the hole down here and you found these creatures down here, and we know he's focused on mutagens, and if he's making these creatures somehow, then do you think that's why he was abducted? Does everybody have some sort of, skill? It seems like being taken would, you'd want to take this guy for a reason.
Well, I can do some tests with these samples and maybe see if there is something there.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Or he's the one taking them. Like he's stealing from the town to turn into mutants to like perfect his weird mutant serum.
Is it during the full moon right now?
The moon cycle is not
Sure.
full.
Droki will look up.
You see the ceiling of the
Of the sewers. Hmm.
Focus your mind. Look past the ceiling.
I will. Yeah, that's what I'll focus through the ceiling. So, I think that's an interesting point. He has to. If he is experimenting on people, he has to get people from somewhere. And if this place, say, furnished but doesn't look like it's lived in, then maybe this isn't like where he stays.
Kat, what is your character's background?
Oh, hold on.
Girl, you awake?
Her family was in the military.
There is a lot of robot voicing going on with you.
Yeah, Cat, you're really spotty.
Oh. Shit.
The only word out of all that we heard is shit.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Oh,
Shit.
Just
Fine
enough to
one.
get you demonetized forever.
oh, now I can hear you.
Maybe you just need to cuss, and that's all we can hear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That was weird. I had you connected to my phone. Normally, I don't have issues with that.
Oh, you sound good now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did you want that for
I'm sorry. What was the question?
what's your character's class?
I'm a whisper elf.
Whisper
Wait.
elf for what?
We don't talk about
Sorcerer. Yeah. Sorcerer.
No one's a ranger?
No.
Speaking of Rainier, cherries are going to be coming into the store soon.
Ooh.
Cherries. Wish I could eat pet foods.
I have to get seeds this year. I haven't been able to get any of the cherries for a couple of years, and the last set of seeds I had, my dad threw out because he was watching football when I told him not to.
Well, Cassie, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts? This is beyond Cassian's expertise. It's not entirely sure here.
You think there might be something more down here? Did you guys do some searching around this area, around the place, or do you think this is just where he kept his creatures?
This is the
Well, this
city sewers.
yeah, it's the sewers.
I mean, but there's
The
mad
dogs.
room here.
We
As in searching, you mean fighting for our lives and not dying? Yeah, that's as much searching as we got, to be honest.
that's
So got a bath last session.
Well, yeah, can you
I cleaned
Making me-
everybody with magic.
Yeah, thank God. We haven't got a chance to search anything because these creatures have been running around like the rat and ratatouille. So I guess if we want to search this tiny area that we found, we could do that safely now.
One of them got away.
One
Oh,
of them got away.
Yeah,
That's not good.
and
That's
given how
unfortunate.
much closer you came to death last time, I do think we need to maybe re-gear and come back more prepared.
Stock up on some potions, maybe, or elixirs.
That'll also give me time to analyze these.
Does anyone remember? Like the kidnappers are getting closer and closer together. Does anyone remember when we said that we think the next kidnapping is gonna happen?
Ooh, oh.
I'm not exactly sure how much in-game time passed, but I think it was within the week, wasn't it?
The last one that happened was like 3 days ago.
Yeah, 3 days ago at the Seahorse Respite.
So my suggestion is we go back to the alchemy shop.
Do you wanna look at it and then also potentially have Madam also do some research while we're doing whatever we're doing?
Well, I'm gonna help with the research, if not do it myself.
No, I know. But like
I don't want to get in her way, but she's got the facilities to do it with.
do we think okay. I also agree with Nelson that we should not stay down here. It's dangerous. And I don't really like taking baths in shit water as much as everybody else does. With the time period between the kidnappings being shorter, if this is where we think they're taking them, should we camp out in this guy's house in a different room potentially and see? But like that's like we would have to wait like 2 days. Like it's getting real dicey. This is also our only lead right now, unless we want to blame one of the gangs and be like,
Keep
"What do we
in
think is
mind,
happening?"
we killed 5, 6, 7 of them. So if it's
Okay.
30, we've almost killed a third of his army.
Why is he building an army?
I don't know, but If he is, that'll slow him down.
Maybe he's perfecting an army.
Or the serum.
That's
Yeah.
very likely if he's doing this.
Or is
Sean,
this a
double clicking on these guys, I see their inventory, but is there any like identifying, I don't know, like papers or anything that they might have that maybe would tell us who they were?
You stay asking for ID.
No, they do not.
Okay. Droki's just rummaging through pockets.
Do we know
So
of
out
a
of
way to
character,
reverse curses?
they're basically submerged in sewer water.
Not all of them.
Well, no, the ones that we killed up on the rampart area
Where Droki
in the
is.
second fight. Yeah. Where is he over there?
Yeah, we're kind of theater of the minding right now.
What is
Oh,
that?
gross.
Oh, he's over there?
Yeah, I'm next to a couple of them, but I didn't realize they were submerged in poop water.
Do we know, like, as characters, what the like lycanthropy is a curse?
Yeah, lycanthropy is a curse. It's easier to cure the sooner you get it caught. But diagnosing it is a much broader skill than curing it, I believe.
I'm gonna turn to Droki. Can you
Hello.
cure the dead?
Cure what these creatures have?
Yeah, like can you or like not just these creatures, but like can you cure ailments after someone has died?
Oh, what are you asking me to do?
So I want to know if it's a curse or like if someone's cursed and they die, can you remove the curse from their body and not bring them back to life? Because I want to know if they are people, if you remove the curse from their body, if they would just revert.
Oh, that's an interesting
But
question.
I don't know if they have to be alive to do that.
I've never heard of it being done before.
Sounds like a question.
But I'd have to look and see if that is something available to me. Because I do not currently have the ability to remove a curse.
Hmm.
But it might be on a spell list I could ask for. But the Ascended one is gracious.
If.
Do we still think that we should take one of these bodies, like one of the rats?
Oh yeah, why not? Why would just take one and see what we can do
Nelson
with it?
has at least one sample from every body, so
Oh, there
I
you
know,
go.
but that's for like the lichens, like the if it's their thing. Like I'm thinking we should take one of these bodies to see if it's like a townsperson. Like I mean, I guess I don't have DNA sampling yet. Like, damn it, Sean! Shakes my fist at the sky. Ye old times. The Suggins game. Echo, what are we doing? What's the move?
I don't know.
You're our leader. It was really hard without you last week. We had to talk to so many people.
I'm sorry.
This is bad.
social interactions when your only charisma character is out of the game for a day.
I can tell you we didn't do well, and that's why we're in this hole.
I'm so sorry. I worked like 80 hours last week and I just passed out.
You're totally fine. Get that money. Get that money. Okay. As a players, what are we doing right now?
think we're heading back to just resupply a bit, and then maybe head back down here. Looking for more clues deeper. To the sewers.
Yeah, I think the resupply thing, and Nelson wants to run some experiments at the alchemy shop, which
Right.
is also the place we would resupply at. So
Okay, resupply, regroup with a plan potentially, and then re-enter. Ooh, guys, that dungeon was a little bit scary. I think we should also go to the Baron or like the police. Like someone has to have a map of the sewer system if it's like a built place.
probably
Like
the
some type of thing.
city center would have that.
Or like, is there a sanitation center? Or like, do we know? Because we like some of us have been in this town for a minute. Do we know of anybody who like works in the sewers? Like, is that a job in town?
It is not something you've seen someone doing. Seeing as most people don't end up spending too much time hanging out in the sewers. So.
Oh, most people. So there are people who hang out in the sewers. You say?
Well, apparently,
and-
because there's a hole in this guy's house that goes to the sewers, and it looks like all of his personal stuff is gone from his house. So yeah, it would be a fair assumption that somebody hangs out in the sewers.
I believe they are called Michelangelo, Leonardo, Raphael, and Donatello.
And that
And
rat.
Splinter.
Goddamn. In some lines, April and Allie. Can I?
We're gonna head to the Gilded Vial then,
Yeah.
and try to work out these samples.
Yes. And we need a
From
plan.
here, what's our next step?
I guess we need to think about whether or not we're going to explore more of the Undercity. And what I want specifically is to try to find a map. Because obviously there's an entrance to this guy's house, but there has to be other ways to get into the sewer from just this entrance. Because if he's snatching people off the street, okay, let's assume that it's him is the one doing the kidnapping. If he's snatching people off the street, there has to be other ways to get in the sewer if they're just suddenly disappearing. Before we were gonna go to this guy's house, we were gonna go to that disappearing family's house to see what's going on in their house too. We were gonna visit the other family's house.
You think that when someone is snatched, they're taken to the sewer, and that's why there's no like evidence of them disappearing.
Yeah.
That's good. But why wouldn't we just work our way from the hole in Hellbraith's wall into the sewer?
No, we can, but I was just like wondering if there's other sewer entrances, if there's like essentially like a safer route. And we also would need to know, like, if we get too deep in the sewer, we should know that there are other exit routes besides having to go all the way back to his house.
So what Nelson's going to do is using the touch telepathy. He's going to command Billy to take a quick sweep of the area as we're walking back towards the Gilded Vials to know any sewer entrances that she can see.
Okay.
Yeah, see if Billy can take a look at around, what was that, the Seahorse Respite? Is that the last one? If there's like sewers points around there. I mean, to kind of confirm our theory, if that gal was taken, if there's a sewer close by.
For now, I'm just going to have her do the area around us so that way we can know, A, how we can get down there close by, and B, where somebody might try and ambush us from if they, in fact, if the one that escaped did in fact get reinforcements.
I don't know. I don't think
No.
the creatures are coming up. But I did want to check the other family's house though, because they just disappeared allegedly from their house.
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole family.
Oh, that's right. There's a whole family. Why would there be a whole family?
Because he's greedy. Like that, the last person who got snatched 3 days ago was that girl walking from the Seahorse Respite, allegedly going home, and she just disappeared, and everybody else had just disappeared. So I wonder if
Yeah.
there's also people in the family's house.
Yeah, but my thought is, since it was the most recent from the Seahorse Respite, that maybe there's some more evidence or clues in a sewer entrance there. And I'm going to assume that the red dots are the sewer entrances.
Yes. So as Billy is patrolling up above, the red marks are where Billy's finding sewer entrances, or like kind of like manhole covers, something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas you guys, as you get to the gilded vial, find that the door is locked and the sign says closed.
Oh shit! What time is it? How long were we in the fucking sewer?
It's only midday.
Jag var siesta.
Closed? Or is it like out for lunch closed or closed?
Everything looks it looks like they're done for the day. There's no lights on inside.
What kind of work week happens in this town?
A good one.
Yeah, right? I want to.
One where the person owns the store can leave when they want.
Let's knock.
Do we happen to have an idea about where she lives?
No.
Strokey knocks.
No.
In the name of the Ascended One!
Oh no! Stop! She's nice. She's a halfling.
Oh, that's true.
Nelson's writing a note in folksy pattern to warn her that there are things in the sewers and for her to be careful when near sewer entrances. And he's gonna.
You don't think he would try to snatch her? Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
I think we should go in.
She strikes me as somebody that can defend herself, but just so she's not caught unawares, I'm gonna leave the note. So I'll slip the note under the door.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, we cannot resupply. I fear. So, where do we want to regroup? At the Seahorse Respite and look around there? Or do we want to go to the other family's house? Because Drogi did bring up a good point. We should go to the freshest spot first, which would be near the Seahorse Respite.
From memory, do they have alchemy facilities at the Seahorse Respite?
No.
No, because it's just a rest spot. But Drogi has the alchemist kit.
That is true.
Yeah, but researching new alchemy recipes and major research it has to be done at a lab, which is like 7 bulk worth of stuff.
Well, maybe.
Or at least it's in the rules that it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you could work on that, and we could go check out the respite. Yeah. Oh wait, you can't even work on that; it's closed.
Yeah, the two places that might have that is the Gilded Vial and the Azure Bastion Naval Academy.
Well, that's not happening.
Well,
Why would it be closed? Is that a thing around here, Sean, that we would know, or is this just kind of weird that it's closed, or is that just we don't even know?
She did mention she was going to be closing up when the party was last there.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because we took the assistant. We took her assistant.
Well, we could check out the Seahorse Respite, ask questions around there, see if we can find some kind of entrance to the sewer around the area, and then, I don't know, come back tomorrow to the Gilded File.
Mm-hmm.
Or, Droki looks at Cassian, maybe we just go in the Gilded File.
Maybe we do. I think Cassian, he pulls out his Thieves Toolkit he just got himself earlier. Like,
Ooh,
like last
nice
session
and
or 2
shiny.
sessions ago. Like, I could try to use this. Just keep an eye out for me. And he steps up to the door and...
Really respect the woman that owns this place. I don't think we should be.
Do you respect her more than research and knowledge?
So I would say it's better to say sorry than ask for permission. Adi.
Heard that.
I
For Droki.
sorry.
Shouts to the
I
guards.
had a. I'm
Oh, no.
my phone again.
I mean, if
I do respect her enough to not want to go in without her permission.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess he has a point.
Suppose.
Plus, Nelson's the one that would be doing the research anyway, so.
Yeah.
But I like where your head's at, Cassian.
Next time.
Next time. Next time is crazy.
I mean, it would be a shame. It would be a shame if she forgot to lock the door and we got here.
That is
Nah,
true.
she didn't seem like the type.
She definitely no.
Okay, so Seahorses Respite.
Yeah, and then to the family's house afterwards.
Tally-ho.
We're walking.
Okay.
Walking and rolling. These sewer grates seem to be pretty. Like, there's a lot.
There's a lot of. There's so many of them.
Yeah, so it would. I mean, it would make sense that maybe that's where they go. That's what I'm thinking. If we can find sewer grates around the area, maybe there's some kind of. I don't know. Like indication, like maybe sewer grate was moved recently. If we could figure that out, or if we go down to the sewer, we can see some kind of. Like maybe a scuffle that happened down there. Or we could just
Scratches on the area around the covers, if they were.
exactly.
Alright, so keeping your eyes out on the sewer grates. Just go ahead and get a perception from everybody.
My eyeballs. Everybody's doing it so fast. Stop.
Wait, Zhao.
Yes.
Droki's gonna mansplain how to do this to you.
Yeah.
Give
Like
you a +1.
use your
Wait,
little bit of extra height.
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at the grates, you really want to pay special attention and focus to where they are.
Oh,
Thank you.
I can't select you, but mansplain.
John, you want me to reroll? I forgot to.
You're fine.
Thank you, Jogi. You know, you having that extra bit of height really does help me understand how to see the world in a different.
I mean, we are lower to the street, so
Yes, and the Ascendant one has definitely touched your eyeballs before, so.
wash them in the glory of ascension.
As you guys are walking around, they all seem pretty basic and normal. I mean, people have been walking on them. With a little bit of training from Droki, Zhao seems to think that there's a little bit of something missing from this manhole cover.
Everyone, come closer. Droki has blessed the Ascendant's eyes on my eyeballs as well. Doesn't this man cover look kind of strange? What's wrong with it?
Is it that has been used more recently than the other ones that we've seen?
I'll inspect it closer.
For most of the group, it looks like it's just been, stomped on, walked on, just like any other manhole cover.
Yeah.
But Cassian, as you look at it, you catch on what Zhao's saying. You do see a little nick on the edge.
Can I have a closer look at the nick?
It doesn't look like something bashed against it. It looks like almost like something scratched it from below.
From below? That's terrible.
I was gonna say that Cassian will try to recall some knowledge here to try to identify, but the could always try, but I think I need to roll a nat 20 to succeed on any of this. Does it look like a claw or something that has scratched it? Similar to those creatures we met below, like the rat folk or.
The scratch you're seeing is pretty small. The only way you're probably going to get a better look is if you lifted the cover up. And in the middle of a busy street, that might draw some attention, especially so near the guardhouse.
Ooh! Can I disguise myself as a sewer man? I have a disguise kit here. Let's see.
Absolutely.
Put on that.
If you knew.
Put on the safety vest.
Let's see. So it takes some time, I believe, to make a. I'm just gonna pop this in chat so everyone can read. So
Can you disguise us all?
Yeah, I can disguise myself and try to impersonate using my deception to trick people into thinking I'm someone else or something else.
Oh.
I can't disguise myself as like a dragon or. I see. Let's see here. I guess it's just a deception.
Yep, deception check.
As I try to impersonate. I believe it's secret. Let me double check it. Since I won't know if anyone can see through my disguise.
Yeah, it probably is secret to. Well.
I think it's similar to stealth. That I'm gonna find deception, impersonate. Let me pop this to chat.
Droki's gonna help mansplain how to do this also.
It is a secret check.
I'm gonna mansplain how to do the disguise.
10 minutes for me to assemble a disguise.
Yeah, you're gonna talk for 10 minutes.
Could we distract the guards?
If you need to.
I mean, if they're standing right there, and that might be an issue. Oh, actually, if he's disguised, not a big deal.
Yeah. We'll be
Yeah,
like,
I'm not
guard.
trying to imitate a guard. I'm gonna try to imitate someone who would like work in the sewers, like a
Right.
maintenance guy sort of thing.
It'll probably won't take long,
Put some-
probably about 5 minutes to put together something to
Okay.
disguise yourself. Go ahead and roll that blind deception check.
Put some cones up around it.
Yeah.
Luckily,
I
my deception is
You
good.
need to make yourself a little stinky because there should be a very clean smelling sewer man.
I think I'm stink already. We just came from the sewer.
Don't forget your +1.
All right, my +1 since aid. Okay, there we go.
No, Nelson cleaned us all, so we smell good now.
So Castle just disappears into like a back alley or something and starts dressing up
In a phone
out of the
booth.
view of the guards.
Phone booth.
So many counts.
He puts on
uh,
a pair of glasses, you know, to hide his face, like Superman, and
as you come back out, you look different enough, and official enough to be probably a sewer inspector or something of that sort.
right. The most important sewer inspector.
Did you guys ever watch the Lois and Clark series?
No.
No.
With Dean Cain.
No.
This guy comes back from comes to the past from the future, and then he's making fun of Lois as he's going. We always wondered if you were stupid. He takes a pair of glasses. Look, I'm Superman. Then he puts them on. Now I'm Clark Kent. Takes them off. Now I'm Superman. You're supposed to be the best reporter of your age, and you couldn't even see that.
I'm gonna be writing down what disguises I made as well, Sean. So
Go.
it's easier to keep track of on the disguise kit. Since it does say I can make
Yep. Keep
like a large
and
number of
maintain
disguises,
Yep.
but I guess it's a limit based on the GM since I can
No worries.
get like replacement stuff.
Yeah, and it's not like
Later on.
this is a overly extensive disguise you put together either.
Yeah, I'm not trying to disguise myself as a noble or
Yeah.
that's
So yep, you're able to get the manhole lid up.
yeah.
A guard walks by, gives you a nod, and keeps going. As
Nice.
you're looking at the rim of the cover, you see that there are on the side 4 much shorter or thinner gouges, but the one of the middle ones is that one that scraped across the top and is quite deep.
Mm. I'm looking at that. I'm gonna call anyone who is more intelligent than the Cassian over. Just- Hey, do you know what this
Can-
could be?
Can I try?
What should I call
my-
it?
Listen, it's gonna be a really hard stretch, but I'm gonna reach my arm. So I'm from the caves, technically, and I know that sewers, creatures, and cave creatures are not the same thing. But if you really, really want to think about it super nonchalantly, caves and sewers are kind of the same thing. So, with that being said, I want to recall some knowledge.
Okay, what kind of knowledge are you trying to recall here?
Animal. Hold on, sorry. I need to like actually read. Um, I'm from either the jungle or the forest. I lied. I'm not from the caves.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think I picked the forest. It doesn't really help me truly with a lot of things, but I'm a grown up, and I think I would have seen a thing or two about some claw marks in the forest. So, can I use my knowledge, my very limited knowledge on different animal marks to see about these animal marks?
That seems
Actually,
appropriate.
thank you, Acro. I'm gonna click myself that I don't have. Or where's the party token? You won't let me open the macro if I don't have a fucking token? That's crazy.
Alright, fine.
You gotta have a token.
There's your
No, it's okay. I
tokens.
went to the landing page.
This does not look to be a creature that you recognize.
No, I got nothing. I got nothing. Um. Well, since we did figure out that this has been tampered with, how close to the seahorse's respite is this manhole compared to the other manholes?
There's one closer.
That would be too suspicious, right? If you disappeared from that direct manhole, so you have to like go over. Right, right. Is it dark in here?
In midday? No.
Or my bad. Is it dark in this manhole?
Well, it's kind of lighting up because of the manhole cover being lifted, but I mean, looking down, there's just darkness at the bottom. There's not a light source down there or anything.
I look at the group. It's a very intense stare. As my foot is on the edge of this hole. What are we doing, guys?
If we'd want to be less conspicuous, we should probably do this at night. There's a guardhouse right there.
But they know we're working for the police.
They're
They're gonna arrest me.
I mean, we do have our badges.
And we met the lady earlier. Wait a minute. Fuck all that. Who's that guy that we were suspicious at the guardhouse? I forgot about him.
Wasn't
I
anybody we
there's-
were suspicious of? There was one guy that was basically an Alzheimer's patient.
Yeah, it was Chip Bradley or somebody's shades. Brighton shades, Bragan shades.
Hold on, I'm looking at my terrible notes.
Yeah, I can barely read that one.
I'm trying to remember. So, like, obviously, we're going on this. We're using the alchemist as our main source of evilness. But when we talked to the lady, the captain of the guards, we had asked her if she knew anyone who was suspicious, and she told us 2 names, and that's why we went to the thing. One of them is Chip, who used to be our number 1 suspect because he was just suspicious as hell, and the other fucking guy. Almond was the secretary, and he was there forever. But there's Chip from the South Gate. Maybe they're not relevant, and he's just suspicious, and he'll pop up suspicious later. Okay, well, we can come back later if that's what we want to do. But do we want to go to the house? Because it's abandoned, so like we have to break into it. Break into it, I say very loosely, because it's abandoned.
Didn't we get permission to go in there from the guards before?
Yeah. We did.
So let's just go and do our investigation if we need to. Also, out of character, I linked the scene.
Echo, lead the way to the people's house. I'll give you a full rundown of where it is.
Okay. Echo starts walking.
Cassie, you don't have to hold the manhole. I think you can put it back.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just mark it so we know. Like, do I have a piece of chalk on me? Or like, usually I don't know.
Yeah. Do you have a good long-term memory? I mean,
I mean,
do you remember?
it's manhole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 12. Number
Yeah, it puts it
number
back.
12. It's two things away from the seahorse respite. We'll remember, and if we don't, we'll just pop open with a different one.
I'm sure we can recall where this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
As
Now
Nelson's
put it back
writing
the
it
exact
down,
way you found it, though. Can't let the creatures know we know.
Exactly.
furiously
Thank you,
scribbling in his
Mr.
notebooks.
Sewerman, for taking the time to talk to us today. We're gonna go this way. If you feel the need to check out any other sewers near there. Okay,
Oh,
Echo, leave the.
As you make your way to the next house. Or to the house of the last family that was abducted, anyways. The house looks pretty basic. I mean, nothing that stands out.
I'm gonna start paying close attention to the floorboards, see if there's anywhere where they've been loosened up, kicked up, or maybe pushed out of the way from and replaced.
Are we inside the house? Do we get inside?
Well,
Oh,
you're
we're
at
just
it.
out here.
You can determine if you want to go in or not.
Yeah, let's confidently walk in. It's the abandoned house, right? Or is this the house with the family? I mean,
It's the house of the family. Which,
yeah, let's just walk in.
Yeah, the guards
We're
already know
represent-
we're. Yeah, the
Yeah,
guards already
we're
know we're
representatives.
investigating in here.
We got badges.
we got badges.
Alright, so we've got Nelson inspecting the floors.
Yeah, let's just I guess just like work our way through the rooms. Yeah,
Like, I don't-
looking for something like that. Yeah, like a path to the sewers. That's what we're looking for. Nelson, that's
Yeah.
why you're looking at the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah.
Somehow the sewers, or somehow someone got into this house and snatched up the children and the parents.
Droku, go to the second floor and check things out.
Come with you.
Second floor.
Presuming that there's not a big giant gaping hole in the
Ooh,
floor. Also,
we thought these people was rich. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. When Droku doesn't
mean,
find the stairs, he's like, "Oh,
I mean, it was made fairly obvious that they're kind of snatching the lower class peoples for now.
It's like everyone in this area.
From the
Yeah.
post side of town. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, as you step into the house, you find that there's a big room that takes up probably about half the house. That has a fireplace with, what looks like a pot inside of it. some a table near the fireplace with a knife next to the fireplace, some logs that have been cut. You find a few toys scattered about the floor, some furniture that they would sit on. There's a table in one corner, and then there's two interior doors, and then there's another door on the opposite side of the house from you guys.
Is that opposite side of the house go in the backyard or the behind the house outside?
One way to find out.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You find yourself outside again.
Well, Nelson and whoever is checking the inside, is there anything outside around this area, like a manhole specifically?
You do not find a manhole near here.
Okay.
Not in the back, anyways. Before you entered the house, you did clock one in the middle of the street, not too far away.
Right. Ooh. Cassie, maybe you should check that one out.
Yeah.
I'll go back and help Nelson check the floors.
I'll just put
Or
perception.
actually, I want to do that. I want to look like, where's the parents' room?
Okay. Yeah, as you open one of the two interior doors, you find a bedroom with a large bed. Not terribly large.
Get it, Sean. They're poor.
But you find a bed inside, a table next to it. The wax from a candle has been melted. And then a chest at the foot of the bed.
Like, I mean, I'm gonna rummage through all this stuff in a respectful manner, might I add, just in case they have to come back home. But there's like no books, like diaries, ledgers, your work punch cards.
No.
Man.
In the chest, you find that there's clothes. Not a lot of it, just a modest amount.
Hold on, punch card. You think they're rich enough to have servants?
Dude, I don't know. We need to implement some type of come and go system with this town, because it can't be only at the gate. These people could just disappear from history and no one would care. And I bet you that's what that man's banking on.
Yeah.
Well, apparently somebody does care because we were sent here to investigate it. So if that was the reason, he miscalculated.
Okay, so there's a manhole in front of their house. There's a manhole. There are several manholes near the seahorse restaurant, but the one that's physically 2 away is the one that's getting messed with. And then he has a hole to the sewers in his house.
Cat, Romeo, and Michelle.
It probably won't be anything on the floor, but I'm guessing if we look at that manhole, there might be some indication it was used. I mean, if that's the case, then that kind of works toward our argument that maybe they're using the sewers.
Was there a sewer grate near Madam's? What the fuck is that shop called?
The Gilded Vial.
The Gilded Vial.
Yeah, there were a bunch out in the street.
There's mad at them. Damn, I wish we knew more. So wait, didn't Nelson get a list of like where all the missing people were, like it's taken from?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Can we try to cross-reference that with like all the manholes and see if he's using a specific set of manholes instead of like every single one of them?
That is absolutely probably possible.
Yeah, it would take you a few hours. Probably the rest of the
Yeah,
day, honestly.
But if we can find that they use the manhole here, I mean,
No, I know. Like if he was this
should
manhole,
we just
that
go? Should
we
we
can
just
go
in
in.
here?
But I want to know, like, if there's manholes all over the city. But like, what if they say there's 24, or there's how many the dots are gone? Say there's 24 dots in this whole entire area, but he's only using like 7 of them. That we would know not to. We know that he's only working in a certain section of the sewer.
So, do we
Isn't
want
that-
to go back to that guy's house and try to catch them coming out, or
No, we should enter through a sewer, like a sewer grate.
Did we find anything in here, Sean?
Might be better going in tomorrow. That way we can restock, hopefully. Since they're closed today.
I mean, that's right. That's true. But the longer we wait, if we have a lead, I think we should take it.
If we
I mean,
go back to his house, I can do the cross references there, and if we end up with a better place to stake out, then we can head that way.
I don't think he's staying at his house because his house was covered in dust. I think he's just using house
Maybe
as a
not him.
point.
Maybe
Oh.
not him, but if they're using it to come out of, as well as the sewer covers.
Well, I think they're only using the sewer covers because I think that if they were using his house to enter and exit, they would have been more disturbed than when we like went in there.
Yeah, I'm thinking that he had that house and then worked his way into the sewer, where his actual area is, where he stays and experiments and stuff. So it's got to be.
That's
the sewer.
assuming that he's the mastermind. What if he's the victim as well? What if these are transformations that happen to them, and then they go into the sewers?
Well, he's guilty until proven otherwise.
I mean, he is. I mean, it's very suspect if he's was focused on these mutagens and there's these types of creatures in the sewer, and there's a hole dug from his house into the sewer. I mean, it almost feels like it's possible that he might either he is the ringleader in this, or he was doing something, and then whoever is the ringleader captured him.
Yeah, either way, he's suspect number 1.
Or he came up with a formula he didn't know how to control and ended up.
Yeah, that was my first thought, was that he was kidnapping people to test the experiment, and then it got out of hand, and then they killed him, and now there's just a bunch of sewer people. But the people are still going missing. That's the problem.
But what?
Like, people are still going missing.
But what if he was working on a serum and took it, thinking it was safe for him, and then he transformed, and now he's not as smart as he was?
But who's stealing the people then?
Hmm.
Also, what if he found out about these creatures and he's trying to make a mutagen to help them, and then was killed in the process or captured?
Too many possibilities, not enough data.
Well, that's why I was like, I want to know what Pacific sewers he's like. I understand that we know that he's taking people from this area, but I want to know if he's taking it from like a condensed area or the entire thing, because then we could narrow down where the next person is potentially going to get snatched at.
Either way, I'll need a workspace to do the cross-referencing, and his house is the most likely place I'd be able to do that. And also,
Cross-referencing the list to where the people got snatched in the sewer things, I feel like
Yeah.
that's outside.
yeah, that's the cross-referencing. I'll need to be able to spread my papers out. That way, I can have them all available when I need them.
No,
Even if
I'm
it,
saying go to
even
the
if this,
actual place.
but we don't know where that is.
The sewers, the manholes, the list you got that says where all the victims were snatched in the area, and then go to those manholes.
Yeah, to figure that out will take a few hours, and I'll need a workspace. What I'm saying is, if we do that while waiting in his place, that's at least partly likely to lead to some more information. Even if it's not a good option, it's the best one.
And if he happens to return to his place, we'll be waiting for him.
Otherwise, we'd be returning to the tavern, and we don't think there's going to be any activity there. At least, I don't think there will be.
Agreed. I think that's a good plan. Do we?
With that
So,
too.
yeah, is it something that we could use Billy with to map out all those manhole covers and then cross reference with where all the people were taken?
Yeah,
I mean, it feels like there's manhole covers everywhere, so it's probably if it is
I think
either way, there's going to be manholes.
I think we need to quickly figure that out and then head to his house, analyze it.
Let's check the
Yeah.
manholes around this house before we leave to see if there's any kind of scratching like you found on the other one.
Yeah, I also think that if we do enter the sewers, entering back through his house where we killed all those people probably isn't the smartest thing to do. We don't have to surprise them anymore.
I don't want to go down into the sewers from there. I just need a place to
No, I'm not
analyze it,
saying
and
that.
on
I'm
the
just
off
saying in
chance
general.
that they come out from that way, we can cut them off. Either way, it's gonna take the time to sort it.
No, I understand that. I was saying in general, after we do that, I don't want to enter and explore Viva his house through his house again. I want to go somewhere. I want to enter somewhere else.
That's fair enough.
But wouldn't entering from his house give us the most likely route to where he is? And if there are these creatures down there, I mean, and they are violent, wouldn't we want to dispose of them?
Well, we did have the one escape, so if they
Yeah,
set a trap for us, it'll be likely
like by his
geared towards
house,
where
but they
we
don't know.
came in first. I see what Zhao's saying. We don't want to go back in that way because that's the most likely way to be trapped.
We also
But
don't know if he's using that as a main entrance either. Like if he's taking these people from the sewers, he's probably using them all.
Yeah, I would also say that wherever he is setting up his base, he's just using the different sewer covers or entrances to go in and out. If our theory is correct, which I think it is.
It's giving correct.
so what I'm hearing is we quickly scout out the rest of the manhole covers, and then we go back to his house to do the math.
Yes, that sounds good.
Well, let's check this one real quick. Cassian, you're so strong at picking up man covers.
Very
Are
strong.
you so strong?
+2.
I think
to
Nelson's the strongest person here, but like,
Stronger than me.
strength.
I will
Nelson
say
is
before you
on
guys
point.
get going to the other places, Nelson, while you were looking around, you did notice little scratches in the wood. Initially, you were thinking maybe kids' toys, but looking at kind of how they're consistently the same all across, it seems like some sort of rodent.
oh, what's his deal with mice?
Okay, I'll point that out as well. And just before we leave, I'll go ahead and see if those boards are loose and see if they'll pop up.
No loose boards. I mean, you find a few that creak as you walk across them, but nothing exposed, or nothing that'll expose its underside.
All right.
He is building an army specifically with the rats, and he's using the rats to steal people from their homes, and they're dragging them down into the sewer.
Yeah, but the bigger question
Maybe.
becomes why.
Well, because he's a weirdo. I think that's good enough.
We still don't know if he's still himself or if he's behind it, or just another victim.
True. But it feels like the sewers are our best bet.
Sean, question. When we first went to that man's house and we heard the skittering and it was like a really large rat, was that rat the same size as the were rat or just a really large rat?
Possibly. Never saw it to confirm it, so.
Oh, what if some of them can shift? And they just, if you die in your form, you die in your form. I don't know how wereism works.
Also, before we dedicate to anything, we should also get checked out at the temple to make sure we're not cursed.
I'd make a cute rat. Okay.
Yeah, we should go see if we're cursed.
Where's the temple? What? Someone ping it. What side of the town is it on?
It is over here.
Secret.
Not too far from
I can show you the
Lantern
way.
Square.
Okay.
And it is far from secret.
I mean, yeah, the obvious temple is there, but there's a secret temple.
What?
There's always a secret temple. I mean, it's always a dungeon, and it's always filled with blasphemers. Whatever temple there is on the top, the secret temple's always filled with the people that are perverting the faith.
What?
That's
Okay,
why-
guys.
That's why they have extra loot in there.
I mean,
Okay,
just
but-
as for the Ascended One, a lot of time these temples are often very simple structures, but they're placed at difficult to reach locations that require a perseverance to visit, which kind of it speaks to our path as we move on to an enlightenment. It's a struggle to get there, but we can all achieve it.
You just gotta want it.
You just gotta
Gotta
want it real
want
bad.
Exactly what Echo said.
Exactly. Like I said, this is why she's the leader. Okay. What's the player plan that we're doing? We're gonna go to the temple to get checked out. Go to this guy's house to research.
Well, we're gonna go check out the temple. Then we're gonna scout out the rest of the manhole covers, and then we go to his house so I can do the math and cross reference the manhole covers with the disappearances.
And check the manhole covers right outside the house here to see if there's any marks that would also confirm our suspicions.
Okay. So we're gonna manhole in front of the house, then go to the temple, then do the manhole search and run, then do the research, and then take a nap, potentially. Well, let's just start with this manhole first. Temple, then we're doing the search and go, and then the research.
Yep.
Okay. Manhole
Honestly,
cover.
pick up.
As you guys pick up the manhole cover, initially don't see anything, but as you take a closer look around the edges on the underside, you do see some scratch marks. It looks that they are very old, though, at this point.
Suspicions confirmed.
Mhm.
To the temple.
To the temple.
For example,
Ba-la-la-la-la.
Do the little spin fade.
Alright, at the temple, you are able to head inside, and you see a few different sisters wandering about helping people.
Are we at the secret one or are we at the main one?
This is the main one.
As she sees Droki with your group, Sister Yusela comes on up to the group. Hello. Droki mentioned that he would be bringing others by.
Oh, that's right. I was going to set up a meeting.
That is
Yes,
correct.
this is the group I'm with here, Sister Yusela. We did have a few questions, but we think we might be getting a little further on in our investigation. And we did run into some possible were creatures.
Oh.
Or, I say we, my companions did. And before we get questioning, we want to make sure that they haven't been cursed with anything, if you could possibly help with that.
Of course. And hopefully your group would feel generous in donating to the church.
Of course, always. Yeah, Droki will kind of look at them and give them the eyes, like donation
How much?
for.
I give her gold.
curse.
Is that gonna be enough?
Nelson's
Drop
gonna
the gold.
Nelson's gonna drop 5 gold on the temple.
Gee,
Just
Louise.
make it rain.
God damn.
Yeah, Cassian doesn't have any money too.
Just in case. Just in
Why are you
case
poor?
anybody might be a little bit short.
I don't know.
Where
I
happened
guess
to all these...
Cassian can afford like 5 copper to the temple.
Yo, what happened to the money you want? Like, I feel like we gave you some money. What happened?
What?
What did you use it on?
Drinking women.
What money?
There's no way you're
Are
Are
paying
you sure it
that
would be
if
drinking
you-
women? Are you assuming orientation here?
I just heard that
Just
he said
drinking
you were
women.
drinking women.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. Oh no, he's just slurping
Are
up
we
the
talking
women
about
in his,
vampirism?
If that's what it is, but it wasn't very clear to me.
Let's-
As the coins start coming out, Sister Yusela turns and waves a little boy over who's holding a platter. The coin that she was given, she'll put in the plate as she'll gesture for him to pick up the coins off the floor.
wouldn't put them on the floor. That's crazy. We wouldn't do that. Don't make it seem like the. Listen, I know we've done a lot of shady, like back bear stuff, but we would not. I don't think we would put it on the floor. It's like when the customers drop the coins on the counter, my hands out. Like that's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, but if you had a boy to come collect those coins, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
Me and that kid are the same height. Okay.
He's actually taller, I think.
That's sick word.
As the giant child picks the coins up off the floor that somehow were dropped. No, you know what? No. Nelson did say he was dropping 5 gold. I didn't mean literally drop, but fair enough. That one's on me.
You said you were dropping them on the temple, so I was like...
No, that is on me. That is on my words.
The heaviest sound ever.
I thought you were going to give him to Billy and have him fly it up and drop him on top of the temple.
Is she not right in front of us? Why are we acting crazy?
Nothing simple with this group.
Of course not.
Nothing.
And suddenly they realize that tabletop gaming can be very literal. I'll make up that.
As the coins are picked up, you see she take a little little kettle kind of thing and start swinging it back and forth as smoke slightly begins to lift out of it and around. It starts to form a circle around the group. Her eyes begin to slightly glow a little bit as she's looking at the group. A minute goes by. The smoke starts to lift up higher, and her eyes are back to normal. Everybody looks to be fine.
Thank you, Sister Isella, for your help.
Yes, of course.
In nomine Padre.
Have you heard of any sort of like a were creature in the city before?
No.
Specifically, we found them. We found them in the sewers.
It's been a very long time since I've heard of any were creatures. About 15, maybe 20 years ago, we had a pretty bad situation with some werewolves, but the Baron pretty much took care of it, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, Betty
Hell
did.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, there was no werewolves. I think that I saw down there. Must be something
There's weird
different.
creatures.
Yeah, were creatures. But we did find them in the sewers, just so you know.
That is
And we're working on a theory that perhaps these missing people have been taken into the sewers, and that's why there's no evidence or signs of anything where they've disappeared, because they've been taken below.
And that would explain the lack of any negative magical or residual magical in their locations.
Yes. Did anyone else have any questions for Sister Isella? I guess
You
not.
know,
Hmm.
besides the Naval Academy and the Golden Vial, do you know where there might be an alchemist lab in town?
A good question.
As I'm thinking about it, I don't know if there are any public ones. I'm sure there might be a few individuals on Gilded Row that might have personal ones. I highly doubt the Baron has one because, he doesn't have a need to have his own. Yeah, unless you're on good terms with either the Navy, which, if you're friends with Droki here, I'm assuming probably not, or the Gilded Vial. Yeah, those are the two places that would be your best bets.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for your time, Sister Yusela. We're gonna continue our investigation, and we'll keep you updated on anything that we find.
Sounds good. Be safe.
Thank you.
I say as the group leaves, Droki will linger with Sister Yusela just for a moment to talk about that this is the group that he was part of, that were all expelled from the academy, but he sees the potential in them. And perhaps that will help bring out the potential in him.
I would dearly hope so.
She'll talk again, Sister Yusela. Thank you for your help.
Of course.
Bye-bye. I hope the Ascended One meets you soon. Or not. And I turn to leave. When you meet the Ascended One, you die, right?
Oh no, you ascend. Which should be the goal for all of us.
Well, like, to meet him is to die.
Why do you say that? Oh, is this in character or out of character?
This is in
Because
character.
I know what happens when you ascend. Damn it.
No, this is in character.
No, it is achieving a state of enlightenment to be with the Ascended One himself. It is the culmination of all the self-improvement and the struggles that you've come to ascend to a higher plane towards that enlightenment. But there are many tests in this world that we will go through, that all of us go through. And like I've said, all our paths are different. It's not the same for each person. And finding your path and embracing those challenges and opportunities that you can grow with, that is how you achieve that greatness. And only through you finding, through your own merit, your path, your destiny, can you truly find that enlightenment. And I believe we are all on our path now to find that enlightenment.
Droki, you are truly one of a kind. And I'm glad you don't have Lycan theory. And I walk, like, ahead of the group.
Maybe, but I think rather than following in his way, maybe I have my own, and maybe not. But either way, if I'm true to my own self, I'm better off either way.
Gabe, you'd be surprised to learn that that's what the Ascended One teaches us. Greatness through your own merit.
When I
And
walk
I
next
see
to
it
Echo.
in you. Why is somebody walking next to Droki suddenly?
No reason. No reason. It's because you walk too slow, Droki, to be honest.
That's true. That's true. I do waddle in the rear. Wait up, guys!
Come on, we got a lot of ground to cover.
What
I
is
guess you
Droki's
can't pick
speed?
him up and stick him up on your shoulder.
Billy will
Oh
be
my
up.
god.
Yeah, Billy will be up in the air, scouting.
Now you're getting shoulder ride.
20 feet is the answer, Cassian.
Oh, okay.
He's just got little legs.
He walks him out, bro.
You guys are at a normal pace, and I'm getting a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Like you're
Dwarves,
literally jogging to keep up.
dwarves do this thing where they walk very stoically.
Droki doesn't have anywhere to be anytime soon.
No.
That's why I just picked him up.
We embrace we embrace life at this moment.
Listen, he has a long walk to the Ascended. A long one.
That is, yeah.
That's funny. That's part of his thing. It's so slow.
It's like being on a broken escalator.
All right, we can calm down now.
All right. Well, it's okay because now you got a shoulder ride. I go. So you keep pace.
No, Droki doesn't shoulder ride anybody.
See, here's the funny thing. You have a small creature carrying a medium creature on their shoulders. It's picture worthy.
I thought it was not.
It's a Kodak moment.
No, I was talking about you Zhao carrying Droki.
I'll die.
Yeah, Zhao is a small creature. Droki
I am.
is a medium creature. Dwarves are medium.
Halflings are like 1 meter tall. In Pathfinder.
I really looked it up last game. Like they can only be so tall.
Yeah, the
Right in the
tallest
middle.
halfling is like right above a meter, or like 3 feet something. 3 feet 2 or...
I'm like
That's small.
2'8".
Funny thing is,
Yeah.
halflings are shorter than gnomes in Pathfinder.
I got a regular walking speed, so I feel like a win's a win.
Heck, I'll just
So you
pick
can
up
go
that
hard.
two and shove one on each shoulder.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm not walking.
Yeah. By the way, after what happened last session, I decided I should have my backup character ready to go for when Nelson inevitably dies doing something stupid to save the rest of the party.
Droki won't let it happen.
Unless Droki's not there.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
there's always that.
Yeah. No, Croc grabs my best friend. I jump in and start wailing on the Croc in the water.
Yeah, basically. As you should. I needed it.
I mean, yeah. It worked out. We didn't die, but we could have.
Right before Will's character left, he gave me 4 potions of healing, like healing potions. I was like, well, thank God. And I took all of them.
Whoa.
And rolled really badly on the heel.
Heals a heal.
Yes.
Heals a heel.
Alright. There's no need to double team him, guys.
Yeah, I made my kineticist.
Oh,
Need that.
My kineticist is a gnome.
Alright, so we're running around looking at all the manholes.
I thought we were.
Yeah. Well, it'll be fast because Billy flies at 45, which means she can scout a lot quicker around the vicinity than we can, even splitting up.
Yeah, and he does have to deal. She does have to deal with the crowds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The going home crowds
Oh.
and the gambling. If she sees anybody playing dice in the alleyway, let us know and then we'll dip out real quick to get some more money for Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't seem like Cassian has more money.
He doesn't have any money. That's the problem. That's the problem. He needs
2 gold and 5 silver to my name.
Don't
Not
you have a
really,
trick
not
deck or
buying myself
something?
on that.
But is that because he's been dipping out to play dice?
It might be.
I think it's drinking women.
Drinking women, yes. He's still drinking women.
He's a damn pair. He's hiring the services of prostitutes
Listen, if the
to
research,
satiate his actual hunger.
if the research, if the cross referencing is gonna take a couple hours, we might as well make some coin. Also, as much as I am keep the party together, if it's gonna take a couple hours into the nighttime, some of us should be on the street just by some of the manholes, just in case one of these rats comes up, just to snatch somebody.
Does the snatching always happen at night?
I
Yeah.
think so.
I like what you're saying, but I don't like all of us being at separate spots.
No, not all of us. Like 2 people.
At
So
the
the
very
girl that
least, in
3 days
pairs,
ago,
yeah.
she got snatched on her way from the respite, like at night. Like I think
What
if
if
someone
the
got daytime, it would be more obvious.
What if the apprentice shows up at the house, though? Wouldn't we want to be full force for that?
Man, kill him. Put the ascendant on his ass. We do. We don't have to travel far. We can be outside of his house.
We bop him on the head. Bop
Like
him on
he
the head.
lives
Bop him
3
on the
doors
head.
down from the apothecary. Like he's very close to the shop.
Oh, that's right. It's right on the corner.
So like if 2 of us are outside his house, or like in that like the 3 house minimum, we would see him either coming in or we're gonna be there if he pops up out of the hole. We're outside. But like no one sees him come in and out that house ever.
Droki will stay inside the house with Gabe.
Nelson appreciates
Nelson.
your help.
Listen, as much as I would love to help you source some papers, he's not smart. Zhao knows nothing about anything except for punching things and dying, apparently.
Droki's going to mansplain how to do the whole thing to Nelson.
Right. So, yep. Assuming nothing. Did anything happen to us while we were scouting the manhole covers?
Scouting the covers. Pretty much went as expected. Took a look at some. You found all the ones in the Stonehearth ward. Pretty much all of them are street side. There were a few that were kind of in the back alleyways of the more denser housing areas. So here and over in here. But yeah, otherwise all in the street. Adduction correlation to sewer-wise, pretty much just spread out everywhere. Though you did find that for the most part, there's only the disappearance of the alchemist kind of. I'm gonna have to adjust this circle a little bit, but kind of in this area.
Okay, so I take it we're going to be. Is the pattern saying that there should be somebody being taken tonight?
Well, soon. Like the days, it started like a month, like to weeks to days. So like it should be within the next either 2 days to 3 days, or it could be tonight.
Nelson's going to be doing the math right now.
I mean, there was someone 3 days, 4 days, and 5 days ago Then there was 2 the last week, 3. Oh, whoa! I hate this. 4 last, 5 last week. Wow.
I know, they're
3 the week before, 3 the week before that, 2 the week before that. Yeah.
So it's ramping up.
It looks like it is.
crazy.
All right, so
Crocodile.
we're gonna take. I'm assuming we're taking a little nap, and then we're gonna be patrolling tonight.
I feel like we should take a nap. Do you guys need to sleep to redo your your stuff, or no?
Like Nelson needs a full night's rest to refresh his spells. Well, his spell, because he only did use one spell slot. But the other,
Yep.
but the other ones are like it's kind of like Nelson's spell list for the spell slots is more utilitarian rather than attack, except for the one that's got the dazzle on it, and that's also utilitarian.
Does anybody else need to sleep to get the full, or is a rest gonna be on now?
Oh, I
Drokey
saw only a full night's rest that respects spell slots and stuff like that. Unless they're focus spells. You can take like a 10-minute to refocus.
Echo just needs some reverie and that should be good.
So I'm unclear. Are we taking a rest or not?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, let's take a rest for
it's
everyone's
basically,
benefit.
it's basically a short rest so that we're not fatigued for the night. I think is the main thing. It's not going to refresh our spell list or anything.
Okay. Good job, guys.
All right, just enough to push off fatigue. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
With that, you guys are able to rest up for a few hours.
In this man dusty house.
Well, no, I thought we'd like rest up in our rooms in a comfy bed.
Oh, and then go to the house. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Then we're not on edge.
I mean, if you guys want to sleep in his dusty house, I'm not going to stop you.
No. I want to sleep in my own bed. I have to go down in the sewers. It smells like fucking poo-poo and cock.
All right.
And then there was prestidigitation.
All right, we're rested. Let's go to this
Rested,
man's house.
feeling better. Heading back to his house.
Or before you say anything else, Sean, do we want to go to a different manhole?
No.
Okay, we're going to his house.
Go to his house. And I guess if some people want to stand outside and wait, they can do that.
Yeah, I think we're maybe patrolling around the area in case somebody comes out to snatch somebody.
Yeah, like very lightly though. Oh wait, can you send Billy to do the further edges? Because we want to stay near his house just in case somebody like he comes back. But we need to be like the whole area really needs to be like the bird's eye view.
Yeah, Billy doesn't have dark vision, so if we're patrolling at night, I don't think it'd be good to send Billy up for a scouting mission.
Do we have anyone with dark vision in the party?
Drokey has dark vision.
Oh, okay.
No.
Billy will carry you
Echo
up.
has dark vision, I think.
You have dark vision?
They
What were you
think?
guys party? Like, I don't think anybody.
Or maybe not.
Cassian does not have dark vision.
No, low light. Sorry.
No,
So
like,
everybody but Droki needs to be with Nelson and his halo.
Or
Wait,
have
is
some
it
sort of light.
moonlight?
We don't want
Or is
to.
it like cloudy? During
You would
this.
have some moonlight, so low light vision. You guys are perfectly
Okay.
fine.
Low light as long as we're outside.
So yeah,
Just.
Cassian, Virgil, and Zhao would need some sort of light source.
Just me and you, Cassie. Cassie.
I guess Cousin is going inside in that case. To check out.
I don't feel comfortable sending one person around the area, so I guess we'll just all. Can we like open the windows so we can hear someone like shouts?
Do we get a short rest, Sean?
There is no short
Yeah.
rest in Pathfinder mechanically.
It's just a
Okay.
vibe.
Why?
It's just the shits and giggles of rescue.
Well, I guess if Droki's the only one that has dark vision, Droki can stand outside
No, that makes
and walk around.
Because what
Well,
if you get
Nelson's
snapped?
gonna be doing some patrolling.
Nelson was doing the
Cross-referencing.
cross
We already
referencing.
did that.
Yeah.
That's how we got the search area. That circle.
Oh.
So the
Oh.
circle showed area that is not being pulled from.
Oh,
Stupid watch. My watch started calling my
I'm
wife.
sorry, I misheard that.
Yeah, so the circle area is where, minus, with the exception of the alchemist apprentice, no abductions have happened in that area. All the manhole covers look fine, untouched, unbothered.
Oh yeah, who wants to come with Droki then? I need somebody with me.
Hello.
Alright, Echo and I will kind of patrol the area. Alright, wait, aren't we all patrolling the area then?
Yeah,
No, someone
That-
else needs
that
to.
was like. I'm
Cousin is
guessing.
going
I'm
inside.
guessing we'll. I'm guessing we're gonna break into pairs, and like keep a pattern so we know where each other's at, and we're close enough that if we get into trouble, we're not too far away.
Right. Droki and Zhao will patrol the crossroads here. By the Gilded Veil. Or Vial, I mean.
And Nelson and whoever ends up going with Nelson, I think there's 5 of us, isn't there?
There's 5.
Yeah,
so
there's 5 today.
3.
So if it's just 2, if it's 2 or 3, doing the alleyways and back streets near there.
Okay, so then everyone else, Nelson, Echo.
I'm assuming you probably have Billy keeping an eye on the other group then.
Well, if she can, yeah, she doesn't have dark vision or low light vision.
Sure.
She's there for the vibes. Or actually, if something happens to her, or like, can you speak to her telepathically from a distance?
No.
Damn. I was gonna say you can keep her with us, and then. But can
She can
yeah.
she can find her way to me.
Oh, so then can we keep her? Like if something happens to us, even though she can't see that well, she's able to get away. And then she can find you guys.
Yeah, I think there's also the thing that we're gonna try and keep within shouting distance. So,
Oh yeah.
like even though we're in the back alleys and stuff, we're not gonna let you guys get too far out of sight.
We're patrolling. Petropolio.
On patrol.
Okay. As you guys are moving about back and forth, in and out between houses, occasionally a guard carrying a torch will come walking by. The first time a guard comes by. What's going on over here?
we'll explain how we've been brought into the investigation and show our, at least Nelson will show his badge for the Baron.
Very well. Just be safe out here.
Same to you.
With that, you don't find yourselves bothered too much by guards after that. The night progresses onwards. Not really hearing sounds. As the sun begins to illuminate the east side of the horizon, you're finding that there's not really anything happening throughout the night.
Oh, if the sun's coming up, maybe go back and get another 4 hours of sleep and then do our daily prep.
Sounds good.
Probably should wait till it's 3 fingers.
Yeah. How about 3 fingers?
Nelson will give you 1 finger and then yeah.
So we patrol all night, don't really see anything, hear anything, and then we're gonna head back to our rooms.
Yeah, finish our sleep that we partially did early.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's get our rest, and then we'll meet in the common room and talk about next steps.
Sounds good. Alright.
Hitting the rest button.
Yep, if you wouldn't mind hitting the rest button on your character, which is person going to sleep underneath your max health on your character sheet.
Go to sleep, dude. Go to sleep.
Oop, I was looking to roll that.
Rolling private dice. Is it drinking women?
He's drinking.
Yeah, yes.
What if Cassian's the one doing all this?
When he's out drinking women.
Alas, I cannot do a Dampier bard, so I can't do the Phantom of the Opera thing.
Oh, I think drinking women is like a metaphor in the city for something different.
Might
Oh
be.
my! So I took a couple of minutes to get into the George Takei mode.
Oh my. Cassian, you rolling for sexual seduction? Is that what that was?
It was my diplomacy, probably.
Just say it was
So,
a good night.
Making an impression.
So if it's late enough, I think we might head over to the Golden Vial. If everybody else wants to restock.
Yeah.
Alright. Off to the Gilded Vial. Upon getting to the building, you find that you'd think I'd have her name memorized by now. Madame Luthara is inside, moving herbs around, getting a little bundle put together for a customer. Welcome back. Kindred has left for the morning to go get some more supplies, though they said that yesterday was quite eventful.
It was. Yeah, we had a little bit of trouble down below.
Yes, it sounded Odd.
I was able to collect samples.
Oh. She'll kind of look curiously
He'll,
at you as if she's expecting to see
he'll
said
bring
examples.
he'll bring out his collection of samples and show her.
Hmm. Odd.
We were wondering if there might be some other factor in their transformation, since he was working on the mutagens.
Oh. And so you're wondering if his mutagens might have permanently or long-term temporarily caused these effects?
Yeah, especially since we got bit quite a bit, and we
Oh.
didn't have any negative effects from it normally associated with wear bites.
Oh. Okay. That makes sense. So, what's your plan for testing these?
Well, I was hoping to ask for a little bit of advice on that.
Hmm. It sounds like you're gonna need my expertise for a little while. Which is not free. So, if you need just my brain for this, 5 gold for about the next 10 minutes.
Oh,
Uh,
gold. Sorry.
as I said, you are asking for my expertise on the matter. If you're needing help with synthesizing tests to run in a lab, she'll gesture towards the back of her shop, um, then we're looking at about 30 gold for the hour.
Whoa.
That would be more than I have at the moment, unfortunately.
Mm.
Let's see. What, do we pool our
That's a
money?
steep price.
As
What
Nelson
money?
kind of eyeballs at everybody.
We have party stash money, don't we?
Yeah, we have
Yes.
15 gold in the party stash.
Jeez.
I have a bottle of fine wine worth 5 gold.
Oh, we have this.
Some stuff we could
Such a
sell,
cute
I
chunk.
guess.
Maybe we
Do we
could
want to give
barter,
it a
barter a little bit, some gold.
We got that Sika tight chunk, yeah, that is worth 500 gold pieces.
We might need that. Give her a barrel of wine. It's 150.
Do we have barrels of wine?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
remember the guards didn't take it, so it was ours.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, how about a barrel of wine?
Nelson has Nelson opened one to start drinking, and there's
That's right.
two more that are not opened.
Yeah,
They're not
you
not
opened a barrel of mead, but kept the barrel of wine left untouched.
yeah.
Yeah, and if it's 30 gold, and you need more than an hour. We also have the piece of ivory that's 25. Oh, that's silver pieces.
How much is a barrel of wine worth? Can we get it for like all
150.
day with that? Yeah,
We
let's see
have
if we can
two.
get it for a few hours. Echo, you're the face.
So
Echo, see what she can do about working a deal.
Let's go.
Well, what are you guys offering up?
I think we were offering up the barrel of wine for trade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
delicious wine.
She'll go to the front of the door to the shop and flip the sign from open to closed. All right, you've got me for the day.
Ooh, let's party.
Yes, 5 hours. Let's go.
No, that's not what she said. She said the day.
Yes, even better. Let's go.
As she'll start drinking a little bit of the wine.
Yeah, so Nelson will take the samples back and start setting them out and waiting her instruction on.
And so she'll talk you through. Now I've got to look at what pieces you got.
Well, the ones I
you
wrote
had a
down,
tooth, wing
yeah, the
membrane,
ones,
and eye. Okay.
yeah, the parts I wrote down were the ones that I got from the first three that we fought, and then the second three, when I salvaged them, we didn't have the time to get into what I got off of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to just add them, go ahead and add what you grabbed.
It was what, 4 rats?
There were 3 dead rats.
Okay, so 3 more rat parts, maybe a tail, an arm, and a paw at least, and ear.
Okay. Starting with the tooth, she has you grind it down, and start to add it to a little cauldron that is boiling with water. The wing membrane is already kind of added to it, whereas the eyeball, she has you kind of dissect it open, drain the fluid into the pot. The rat tail, she has you skin it, so take the outer skin off, and then hang it up to dry. The skin, anyways. The bones, she has you throw the bones and the meat of the tail thrown into another pot. This one a little bit bigger, so it can curl around and be put in there. The pot again kind of has you skin the paw, hang the leathery hand texture up. The claws, again, ground up, added to another little mixing pot after they've been ground. The meat of the paw added into the tail and simmering there. And then the ear, it's kind of rolled and crushed, but otherwise it's set aside for the time being. You find that with all the different tests that she's doing, you begin to wonder if she's doing a test with the paw and tail, or if she's trying to cook something. It's hard to tell at this time. With the bones that were crushed up and added to that small pot that was bubbling from boiling, as it starts to steam up more, she slides over some glassware, and you see some of that steam start to rise and go through some intricate tubing, where she's got this little glass bottle. She's added a few different herbs, as well as it looks like some sort of mineral, as she puts it onto the glass tubing, and as the steam is going past this vial that's been attached, you see the smoke or the steam pass by no different than it has been before it. She's looking a little disappointed at that for some reason, but keeps moving on. With the wing membrane that was boiled, she kind of pulls and stretches it and tries to wring it out, letting the water come off of it. She then takes a small pair of scissors and snips off a little piece of the membrane before putting together some more herbs and minerals, setting them in a little stone beaker, and as she comes over to this fire, she pours some of it onto the membrane before tossing it into the fire as a little packet. As there's a little puff of purple flames for a hot second, and then everything goes back to normal. Again, another disappointed look. Well,
Nelson's gonna be taking detailed notes.
I'm not too optimistic at this point. It seems that, well, I mean, alright. For the fact of science, I am not optimistic. For the fact of the reality of the situation, I'm very optimistic. That's the problem with science. Because one thing says one thing, it's good, and all at the same time it's kind of bad. But science, yeah. The bones that we ground up, as they passed through, they gave no indication of a were creature or of belonging to that. So that took care of the rat and the crocodile tooth. Yes? Because we had the rat's claws from its paw, and then the tooth they got from a supposedly werecroc. And then we took the bat's membrane from its wing, and well, we just threw it in the fire, and the only thing that poofed up was the minerals that we tossed in. And so normally if it would have included a were creature's DNA, in this case the membrane, then we should have seen, instead of that purple flame, we would have seen more of a green flame, and it would have looked cooler, to be fair. So, I mean, we can continue with the fluids of the werebat's eye, and test, or well, we assume werebat, but at this point, I'm assuming the eyeball and the membrane came from the same creature, so there's no necessary need to do that. I mean, it's your materials, and you happily paid me enough for today. So, it's whatever you'd like to do.
Well, if it's not aware, I wonder maybe alchemical, because I can't think of anything that would be capable of doing this level of transformation, at least not long term. That
Yeah,
doesn't mean he hasn't come up with something, and we do have the cipher I made and
and it,
his notes.
and it may be that he is getting them to be able to transform into these creatures and not necessarily making them were creatures.
Oh my gosh, what if he's trying to find, like, he can't find a cure? So he's trying to create like a stable thing so whoever he's is biting someone won't be turning them into things anymore. He can't be a good guy.
Strangely, the best things we get give us more questions. At this point,
Welcome,
so would
welcome
we
to
be
the
able?
world of science.
Yeah, would we be able to see if there's maybe traces of alchemical processes, at least in this eye?
I am very doubtful, but we can give it a try. Um, let's see here. He was looking at those things. And so, with that, she tries a few other things. She separates the fluids from the eye. Um, Alright, I've got 3 things we can try. And so, she takes 3 different herbs. One of them takes her a long time to find, but once she finally does, she brings it back. The first 2 that she adds to the vials with the eye fluid, um, no reaction, a look of disappointment across her face. But when she adds the third one, um, the liquid inside starts to kind of bubble and pop and fizz. Oh, interesting. Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Hmm.
What weren't you expecting?
Try to look over her shoulder.
I'll look under her shoulder.
Well, the first 2 ingredients I added, I was anticipating maybe some sort of reaction, um, but not entirely expecting it because um, we just haven't had any luck today so far. The third one is an ingredient that I've been having a hard time keeping stock lately. And so when I added it, I was a little bit more hopeful something would happen. Um, but it is surprising to me that tall moss would have some sort of reaction. It's a rather neutral ingredient.
What does that mean?
Um, it means that it was probably included in something that affected this creature.
Thinking back
What?
to his thinking back to his academy days with transmutation, would this be a reagent or reactive in any transmutation spell work?
Um, there are some different mosses that could be used in transmutation spells. Um, Tall moss is uh probably more along the lines of uncommon for accessibility to it. Um, but it's not one that would just like stand out as special.
So somebody took some effort.
Right.
It wasn't like an accidental, ooh, I accidentally got the wrong plant type thing, or just from the environment.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could accidentally pick it, but I mean, for the most part, yeah. If you're looking for it, you're gonna have to look for it.
And this just gets deeper and deeper.
Where is it most commonly found? Like, is it local or?
Tall moss would not be local. It would be something that I usually have to have ordered in.
Have you had any come up missing?
Oh yes, lots of it.
Nice.
No, it's not nice.
Yep.
It's
That's
expensive.
out of character.
I think more that nice was that we have a lead, not that it's gone missing.
I agree. It is a interesting direction to be led to, though. That's for sure.
Jeez Louise, guys. It's getting real spooky.
Well, the very least, I think we need to let the Baron know what's going on with the sewers.
Or we go into the sewers.
There's also that.
Well, we don't have to choose. I can have the message delivered by Billy, and
Oh,
she can
yeah.
do that while we prepare to go in.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, I think it might be clear that your former apprentice is possibly behind this with the missing tall moss and creatures that have been transformed. Or people.
By the way, did you get the note I left?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so what you think about the rats in the sewer?
I think
Good thing I
Well,
don't
the
go
purpose-
into the sewers.
the reason I left
Pause.
the
You
note
go to the
was
sewers?
the reason I left the note was so she would know there was things in there that were dangerous, so she wouldn't be caught unawares if something jumped out at her.
No, I know, but then she just said you don't think I go into the sewers?
No, she said good thing I don't go in the sewers.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold on. Wait a minute.
You don't think I'm in the sewers every day?
Like, she's like, it's a once a week thing.
Why do you think I closed the shop early?
Girl, I don't know what you do with your time.
Exactly.
Well, rightio. Rightio. Also, I'm curious. I know you're sending Nelson the message to the Baron, but like, What is he gonna do?
Well, he did help take out were creatures before, and these, at the very least, seem to be the lesser versions.
True.
And he probably appreciate the update.
Not to mention, if they know to keep an eye on the manhole covers and the sewers, there might be a lot less opportunity to kidnap people.
Also true.
And as he's saying that, he's like literally writing the report out. And once he's finished the report, he's gonna send Billy with it, attached to her foot.
All right. Billy will fly off to the west, towards the Willowcrest Manor, Baron's estate. Whereas the rest of you, at this point, uh, you have been able to notice that she is in fact making a stew out of the rat tail and paw.
That's crazy. I'm not-
A delicious stew?
From the mutant rats?
It smells
Nice.
good.
This is not delicious in dungeons.
What?
Nelson is torn because A, it smells good, but B, it came from sewer dwelling rats.
It's not even that it came from the sewers. It came from mutant ones.
All the impurities are cooked out of that.
So it tasted.
Yeah, dude.
Is she offering us stew?
I mean,
Stew to
she's
go with the
plucked-
wine?
She's plucked out the bones, and yeah, she's got added some wine into it. There's some carrots, parsnips, all sorts of different greens were added. Very aromatic. And she'll be like, if you ask about the wine, she'll.
If she's offering, Nelson's not going to turn it down.
Yeah, she's not offering.
Oh,
Okay. Then
Thank
Nelson's not gonna press anything for it. He's just
I
not
mean,
gonna judge.
it does smell delicious.
Well, she offers the stew, but she does not offer the wine.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, Nelson will take the offered stew then.
Droki also takes the offered stew.
Okay.
I'll hold
Echo will
the.
have some.
All right. So I've got how many people have taken the stew? I've got one. Two.
4.
Justin is a gambler, so he's gonna take it as well.
Echo.
5.
All right. So all 5 of you are taking stew.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Cool. As you guys partake in the stew,
We'll save some
Just
stew
let me
for
die.
Virgil, too.
I'm not eating it. I'm just holding it because I don't want to be rude.
well then,
Ooh.
everybody who partakes of the stew gets 4 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
I stand by my decision.
Freaking delicious.
I just can't
How
get
could
down.
you make? How can you make such a wonderful stew out of these ingredients? This is amazing.
It's very delicious.
It's still just rat meat.
Yeah, it is.
And so it's no different than using a regular rat. It's just this one is bigger.
Yeah, but
Fortifying.
the spices, it's just and with the mix with the wine, it's amazing.
You gotta be a.
Right.
I mean, cooking's no different than alchemy.
Might be in the wrong business.
That would be saying something.
Things no different than alchemy.
I mean, you take this stew down to Kings Hill Harbor, it would be a hit.
That's probably true. But I'm not being paid to be a cook. I'm being paid to be an alchemist, and that's where my heart lies, anyways. So it's just I so happen to need to eat. So
Yeah, and we're gonna have to buy some supplies from you as well before we head back in
of
to
course.
continue our investigation. Nelson's going to buy a lesser healing potion.
Well, before you do, from her character sheet, let me change a few things. Should be able to make it so. Hmm. Oh, I probably have to do that there, don't I?
Probably.
Probably.
Who didn't have stew?
Me.
Zao.
I just can't get down with the fact that it could be also a human.
Indeed.
I can't.
Alright, I'm
Listen,
not finding what I'm looking for. So yeah, you're good to buy what you want from her little inventory. I'll drop that onto the. Drop her image onto the gilded file so it's easier to access. But yeah, she's got a number of healing potions, an anti-venom potion, and then a few alchemical items for throwing. Alchemist fire, acid flasks, a blasting stone, and a blight bomb.
Light bomb.
Okay, I'm having a hard time with
That's crazy.
seeing this.
Yeah, I've got her little token next to the party token.
Double clicking there.
Oh, she's such a cute little.
Blasting stone is pretty good to if you split up and into warn each
Oh
other.
wait, that's a lot for the healing potion.
Oh yeah, because they're the moderate and lesser one. Oh wait. Oh, the minor. Oh damn.
Yeah,
God damn.
Well, I think it's because
think
the
it's-
quantity.
Yeah, I think
It's the
for
quantity,
whole
so
quantity. So divide it by
yeah,
the
if you buy.
yeah.
Tariffs.
So
tariffs.
The terror.
So it's 12 for the lesser. It's the tariff. 120 gold pieces for one lesser one would be insane.
My god damn.
But the anti-venom is 6 gold, minor healing potion is 4 gold.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. So yeah, 4, 12, 20, 6 gold for the anti-venom. Blight bomb is 3 gold.
And then 50 for the moderate.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
take one lesser healing and it's not letting me.
Okay.
Oh, this is set up as a loot
I'm
sheet.
That's why.
Merchant, yeah.
There we go. Switch her to merchant.
Nice.
Here we go. Am I able
Oh yeah, now we see the actual proper prices.
Oh my
The tariffs got
There we go. That looks a lot better.
Good.
Yeah.
What am I finna buy from this lady? What am I finna buy?
Okay, I bought one lesser healing.
I can't afford anything, so I'm gonna hold off.
Yes, and
I
I'll
have
buy.
I have 2 elixirs on me though, healing elixirs, so
You also
and
have
an
a leaf
antidote.
in the thing.
Got a lesser antidote on me and 2 minor elixirs of life.
I need at least one. I kind of want this blasting stone. I don't know if I
Lasting
want to
stone
spend
is
So
3 gold.
I take it that my tail and most of these are gone, right? The samples.
Yeah.
Lasting stone is good as well if you encounter some spellcasters. Because if they're deafened, they have a harder time getting their spells off.
Kind of want one just because.
Just because. I think they
I don't
used to
really
be
have a
called
spell with those.
Thunderstones before they remastered. They are cool.
Okay, now I'm not gonna have no money. Yeah, I purchased all that needs to be purchased.
Alright, and with that, what is the plan?
Nelson's gonna affix the healing potion to his belt, so it's that grabbable place for emergencies.
Makes sense.
And we're gonna figure out. I'm assuming we're gonna figure out a manhole cover to jump into,
I mean, that.
and then as soon as Billy's back, I'll down there.
Okay.
Do it.